Good morning, students. So today we will start revision work of chapter 1, that is food and feeding habits of animal. So in this chapter, as we have learned already and we have discussed, the first thing is that need for food. So as we all know that food is the basic requirement of all the organism. All the living organism need food for their survival, to grow, to get energy, to stay strong and healthy, to grow. Even the plants, we all living organism, all the living organism need food to grow. If we do not get food, so we do not grow. Our growth is also dependent upon the food that we eat regularly. Next thing is to get energy. The daily activities that we perform, for that we need energy, and we get this energy from the food because our food contains different nutrients and that helps to provide us energy and help us to do our daily activities. The third is to stay strong and healthy. So our food also contains some vitamins and some minerals, and that helps to keep us healthy, and the calcium and the nutrients which are present in the food that help us to keep strong. So these are the things, or these are the activities for which we need food. We or all the living organisms need food. First, to grow, to get energy, to stay strong and healthy. So for all these activities we need food. The next thing is eating habits of animals. So different animals eat different types of food. Plants are also living organisms. So they are known as autotrophs because they are able to prepare their food itself, and with the help of sunlight and by process known as photosynthesis, they are able to prepare their food. But what about the animals? We are talking about the animals. So some animals depend on plants for their food. So they eat only the plant and their different parts. Whereas some animals eat the other animals as their food. While the third category is of the animal that eat both plants as well as the animals. So eating habits of animal means the food that the animals regularly eat is known as their eating habits. So the food items that animals eat regularly are called their eating habits or their feeding habits. So on the basis of the eating habits, the animals are, or all the living organisms are categorized into 4 categories. The first one is the herbivores. So the herbivores means herbi and vores. Herba means plant. Vores means they are plant, and vores means eaters. So the animals that eat plant and their different parts are known as herbivore animals, or they are known as herbivores. The examples of herbivores are cow, goat, camel and sheep. So these are the examples of herbivore animals. So next is the carnivore animals. This carnivore is also made up of 2 words, carn and vores. So carn means flesh and vores means eaters. So the animals that eat the flesh of other animals are known as carnivore animals. So the examples of carnivores are lion, tiger, leopard and wolf. So these are the examples of carnivore animals. Now the next category of the animals is omnivores. So omni and vores is made up of 2 words, omni and vores. Omni means all. Omni means all. Vores means eaters. So the animals that eat all means that eat both plants as well as the flesh of the other animals are known as omnivores animal. The examples of omnivore animals are crow, bear and we, the human beings, are also categorized into omnivore animals because they are either vegetarian or they are also non-vegetarian. So they eat both plants as well as animals. So they are categorized under the category of omnivores animal क्योंकि वो plants को भी खाते हैं और वो animals का जो flesh होता है, meat है, उसको भी खाते हैं. So that's why they are categorized into omnivore category. So human beings. The next category of the animals are scavengers. So the scavengers are the animals that eat the flesh of dead animals. For example, hyena and vulture. So these animals also eat the flesh of dead animals. They are also eating the flesh, but they eat the flesh of dead animals. They do not hunt the animals for their food. Whereas the carnivores animals, they have sharp pointed teeth and claws also, and they hunt the animals for their food. Whereas these scavengers eat the flesh of dead animals. And these scavengers also play a very important role in cleaning the environment, because after the death of the animals, after their death, either they are eaten by the scavengers animal, but if they were not eaten by these animals or by the bacteria who decompose them, so the whole world will fill with a lot of dead bodies and it results in foul smell and also leads to disease in many other animals. So these are scavengers, thus they play a very important role in cleaning the environment.